You'll be landing on my plate very soon, Nemo. Pray for your last days, brother, because you'll be finding your way to my stomach. For today's video, I will be reading 1-star reviews from Letterboxd of my favorite movies. I want to see if these 1-star reviews are funny and if they actually have a point, or if they're just hating on the movie for no reason. And also, I want to see how I feel about those 1-star reviews. So, without further ado, let's start. Edward Scissorhands. I think I have mentioned it before that I really like that movie. One of the things that I really love about Edward Scissorhands is the contrast between Edward Scissorhands being very emo and gothic and all mysterious, and then you have the neighborhood that is like very pastels and colorful, and everybody is just so opposite to what he is. I love it. And I also love that the scenery of Edward Scissorhands looks very much like dreamcore aesthetic type of thing, the backrooms type of vibe. I love it. I love that movie. It's so beautiful. I love Johnny Depp in that movie. I love Winona Ryder on that movie. They look so beautiful together. I just love it. So let's read the 1-star reviews. This is ass, like, why the blonde ugly guy always gotta ruin things and the blonde girl so useless. Ugh, I hate this movie. Okay, he has a point, because the blonde guy kind of ruined the vibe that they had going on. Pretty colors, that's the only thing I like about this movie. I mean, they do have a point. The movie has a lot of like pretty colors, but I don't know, it's not the only good thing about the movie.
Want you to notice.
Next movie I will be seeing the reviews are for Inside Out. I really love Inside Out. I still haven't watched the second movie, so I don't want to see spoilers. Let's see the reviews. If someone asks me if I had to either watch the first 5 minutes of this film or shite in my hand and clap, I wouldn't even think about it. My hands will be covering shite and I will be clapping away. If this film has no haters, I'm dead. Girl. Brutal watch. The only emotion I felt watching this movie is disgust. Will not recommend. Like, how can someone be happy and sad at the same time? What do you mean? Have you ever been a teenager? Why don't they just kill sadness? You cannot just kill an emotion. I mean, you can kill it with antidepressants, but what are you talking about? Why is Joy crying if she's supposed to be Joy? Yeah, maybe this one has a point. Maybe Joy shouldn't cry ever because she's Joy, right? Does she also have little emotion people inside her head? Good point, actually. Are there little emotion people inside the little emotions heads inside the little emotions head? Inside the little emotions head, inside the little emotions head.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no.
We need to do Twilight. We just need to do it. Edgeworth Gooning. I don't even need to write a review why it's bad. 100+ year age gap is enough to explain why this is a horrible movie. I was forced to watch this against my will, and I'd rather kill myself than see any of the other ones or see this again. 0 out of 10. Okay, I see the age gap thing. I see it. I think I have mentioned it. But here you said I was forced to watch this against my will. Like, really? Gun to your head? Girl, please. There aren't much words for Twilight. It would have been better if it were a book on Wattpad instead of being directed. The entire film is dragged out and boring. Edward is a dull, non-complex character who moves as if he's in a catatonic state. There's Bella being so insufferable. You start to understand why teenagers love the Twilight saga so much. It is obvious that the film focused too much on the supernatural elements. It tried to provoke contrast between vampires and werewolves in the real world, but instead divided its fandom into teams. Team Nonchalant Vampire.
No, I'm gonna work with the Oi. Baca.
Or Team Horrible CGI Alpha Wolf. Have to disagree here. The CGI wolves were kind of slay. I don't know what you're talking about. This movie, the first one, it's better than the Twilight book. And this movie, the first one, is the best one out of all the Twilight saga movies. So I don't know what you're talking about. What's the problem if they divide the fandom? I think every fandom does that. You know, they want people to fight over what character or what team is better. Very similar to House of the Dragon. They have Team Green and Team Black. It's just to get people talking. It's called marketing.
Wait. Did your Twilight experience turn out to be what you expected?
Oh, when I read it, it seemed like it was like it was a book that wasn't supposed to be published.
It was so long.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah, and we were shooting it forever.
If Edward was not a fictional character, you just met him in reality. You know, he's one of those guys who'd be like an axe murderer. I was convinced that Stephanie was convinced she was Bella. And especially when she says, "Oh, it was based on a dream," and it's like, "Oh, I had this dream about this really sexy guy," and she just writes this book about it. It's like, this woman is mad.
Were you happy with your pay?
Could have been better. I hardly get to do any vampire stuff. I mean, I don't get to kill anyone. He's like, what am I doing with this kid? I'm 108 years old.
Millions of Twilight fans out there just cannot wait to see this. It's very almost heartbreaking because they don't want it to be over.
Yeah.
It's a little bittersweet, isn't it? But then
the other movie I'm a little bit curious to see the reviews is the movie 300. Now, this is not a favorite movie of mine, but this scene...
This is Sparta!
It's just so iconic, and I love the movie just because of that. What in the heterosexual male, gym bro, male gaze, positive gay man, incel? I see what you're saying. I hated everything about this. It looked ugly and fake. It felt gross to watch. I don't even know what to do with myself right now. It has completely stripped me of any motivations or aspirations I had 2 hours ago. Like, maybe I will go to Subway, or maybe I will eat, sleep for dinner tonight. I don't know anymore. This was awful. I knew I wouldn't like it, but I didn't think it would upset me this much. Oh my god. Like, sometimes I don't like movies, but I am never this upset about a movie. Yeah, that's the one thing that I didn't like, or that I noticed about the 300 movies. The whole CGI thing. They felt like they were not real. It felt AI. Okay, the next movie I want to read the reviews for is WALL-E. So I remember this movie made me cry when I watched it, and I'm very curious to see what people think about this movie. Like, what are the 1-star reviews of this movie? This person saying this movie is very twisted. Children shouldn't watch this movie. That's why we have so many kids growing up thinking being a dictator is okay. What are you talking about? WALL-E is Satan? You can't convince me otherwise. If I could, I will beat the living shit out of it. Ugly, rusted robot sounds like a shit EDM song. I know you're not shitting on EDM. Girl, I love EDM. I will literally kill every robot on this planet because of it. WALL-E should consider exploding itself. I don't know how we went from A to B. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so the next movie we are going to see the 1-star reviews of is going to be The Little Mermaid. After I watched this movie as an adult, I had a few things that I noticed, and I want to see if I see it in the hater comments. This one says, if I were a mermaid, I wouldn't be trading it for some stupid legs. I'm gonna be swimming and trying to kiss a merman. Yeah, this was exactly my thought when I watched this movie as an adult. Like, why is she trying to be a human? You are literally a mermaid. So I feel like this comment has a point. Some songs slap, but why would you give your voice up for a man? I thought that too. Also, Ursula, who does serve a lot, I agree, quite literally told her the repercussions of the deal, and she f***ed it up, so I don't know. Yeah, I fear you ate this one. Okay, so the next movie I want to see the reviews for is Fight Club. Now, Fight Club is not one of my favorite movies, but I feel like people feel very strongly for this movie. Like, you either love it, or you either hate it. And I want to see what people think about Fight Club. Be assured, I will not be talking about Fight Club.
Fair enough.
At least with the book, you can wipe your ass with it when you're done. Didn't understand what the movie was about. The movie is about gay men. I don't know what else to tell you. That's literally the plot. Only watch this because of the hype on TikTok. It's horrible. Jared Leto. What? No, please, no. Okay, so the next movie I want to read the reviews for is Finding Nemo. I really love the ocean and the sea and everything, and Finding Nemo was one of my favorite movies growing up. I think it's just because of the whole environment that you see. I think it's very beautifully done, and it actually teaches you a lot about the marine biology life, right? So I'm curious to see what are the 1-star reviews saying. This person said, stupid fish with your stupid brainless father. No shit, you got lost, you idiotic piece of seafood. You'll be landing on my plate very soon, Nemo. Pray for your last days, brother, because you'll be finding your way to my stomach. Somebody said fish don't talk. Marlin is a catfish. Why is his name another fish name? He's stealing and scamming in different oceans.
She's got a point.
Every single time I visit the dentist, I am forced to watch either this or Shark Tale, as the TV is attached to the ceiling so the patients can watch a movie during the visit. Oh, that's actually very cool. My dentist doesn't have a TV on the ceiling. This movie will always remind me of my stupid dentist. Would rather watch Shark Tale the whole time. These people are just hating. They don't have a point. Like maybe the first one saying that, oh, you're a stupid fish, but he was literally a kid. I love this movie. I don't care what y'all say. The next movie I'm curious to see the 1-star reviews is for Mad Max. There was no plot. They were just driving, then fighting, then driving and fighting, then driving and fighting, so more than the movie ended. Okay, you have a point. That's literally the plot. I would rather stick toothpicks into my eyeballs, attach them to a drill, and put it on the highest speed, then place my feet into hot oil, peel my skin with a potato peeler, and place my body into a box cutter, then watch this movie again. You are being so dramatic.
Gun to your head. Who would you vote for? The gun would go off.
It's not that serious. What the f did I just watch? I hate myself. This movie ruined my year. I would rather stare at a wall for 2 hours instead of watching this again. It ruined your year? I think it's funny. The movie is funny, especially when those guys start saying like, witness me. Witness me! It was literally just a chase scene. The best part was the guy with the flaming electric guitar. Yeah, I agree. He ate that bit up. And the last movie I will be talking about in this video will be Rango. Aiden pointed out that reptiles don't have belly buttons, and so this movie has been ruined. I see it because sometimes when you notice something that is unrealistic, then you cannot watch the movie. The graphics and animation of this movie absolutely terrifies me. Yeah, I don't know, there's something about it that is a little bit unsettling, but it makes it good. Like, it gives the vibe of the movie. But I agree, it's a little bit scary. This film is a psychotic fever dream that could only have been produced by the most malevolent, evil, and Machiavellian of minds. The devil. Here we go. I hate this film so much. It is so disgusting and horrible. What on earth are those mice creatures? Like, actually, who created you and thought that was okay? This hatred is personal. The texture of the animated animals makes me actually convulse. It is so realistic yet unrealistic. I'm horrified. Right, but I feel like they captured the essence of the animals pretty well. It's just, there's just something about it that is a little bit eerie. The detail of their skin makes me feel like I have 4D vision and they are inside my eyeballs. But I feel like the thing that you don't like, it's actually what gives the movie its essence. Lizards don't shoot guns. Unrealistic. 0.5 stars. Lizard, but he's not a lizard though. Isn't he a chameleon? Bazinga. So yeah, that was me reading hate comments or 1-star reviews for my favorite movies or movies that I really like and enjoy watching. If there's any movie that you hate with passion, let me know so I can go ahead and watch it and see if I hate it too. And if there's any movie that you hated it so much that it made you leave a 1-star review on Letterboxd, let me know which movie it was. I'm curious to know. And I want to know what was your critic or your review of the movie. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you when I see ya. Okay, bye.